Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Robin and I am here today to do a tutorial. I had a follower over on Instagram, and she also is a subscriber here on YouTube, ask me to do a tutorial for my crepe paper rosettes. Now, I am going to do the tutorial, but I'm also going to link the person who I watched. I might do things a little bit different from her, but not a whole lot. I was struggling. I used to do mine all the time the way this one came out, okay? And it's just more flat and non-dimensional. Now these are more dimensional, okay? Now I will tell you that I have been using this crepe paper that I bought at Michael's. If y'all went to Michael's last year when they had the backyard table collection, they were selling this crepe paper right here. It was $19.99 and I got it when it was like 50% off, I think. And then I got like the single packs that had, it had a single pack that had just pink in it and one that had off-white and so on and so forth. And then I got the small 6x6 packs. And I just got them when they were on sale. And then when they clearanced out, I did the same thing. I also then, when they clearanced out, I got the one in all the colors. I mean, this one has probably 10 colors in it. Probably all these colors you see here it's got in it. The other one has 4 or 5 colors in it. More pastel. But anyway, this is a very nice quality crepe paper. Okay. Now, I did make this one with regular crepe paper. Okay, so it can be done with either kind. I made this with the good crepe paper. Or the high quality crepe paper, but this one I did with the just crepe paper like this here, and I just did this one with the same thing. So can you see the difference? This is the same thing. It is the streamer crepe paper, but I used 2 layers on this one, whereas you can see I only use one because you can kind of see through it there. Okay, and I've also put some stickles on that one too, but I just made this one, and so I want to show you this paper and tell you that if you didn't get any on sale, or when Michael's had it last summer, that you can get this off of AliExpress they've got tons and tons of colors, and I will actually put some links below because I was looking the other night and I would about bet you it's probably made about the same place. It's a very, very nice quality, and theirs says theirs is a nice quality as well. So if you want to get some of this, then I will link a couple places I found on AliExpress where you can get it. But for the sake of this video, I'm going to just do, I'm just going to use crepe paper like this, like everybody has. Now, to do one that is this full, okay, I used 22 inches times 2. So I did, I have a mat here on my desk, and it is 22 inches wide and it doesn't have to be exact, but to kind of give you an idea so that when you do it again, you'll know, how much to use, or about how much to use. So I just double it. I take it off the roll, the size I want, then I double it. So then you have one piece that is folded, and right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this together, okay? And I'm going to cut along here, and you'll have a double layer, okay? Now this is going to make, like I said, this size rosette, and that is, let me grab my ruler. See how big that is. That is about 3.5 inches across, okay? Now, I will show you in a little bit how you can make them smaller, okay? But that's what we're going to do right now. So that's a pretty good size rosette. So I've cut, both ends are raw, and we're just going to start on one end, either one, it doesn't matter, they're both the same. And I'm going to give credit to where I've seen this done. It's Ms. M.R.S. Evally, E-V-A-L-L-Y. Here on YouTube, she's the same thing on Instagram. I will link her channel or her video down below so that she gets credit for this, because I definitely did not come up with this way on my own. But this right here is to do them like this and not the flat kind like this. This is definitely the way to go with it. It was just super, super easy. It did for me. It worked for me. May not work for everybody, but it worked for me. Okay, so what you want to do is you're just going to start folding it. You see what I did there? I just fold. I took my finger, and however you can fold it, that's most comfortable for you. And you just want to keep doing that, okay? You're basically doing exactly what you would do if you cut your paper and scored it and started doing a mountain valley fold. That's what you're doing. You're just doing a mountain valley fold. Instead of 2 sets, you're doing it all in one, because your paper is, you know, this crepe paper is much easier to work with, okay? And as you get used to it, you'll get a groove going, and you will be able to do this with no problem. Now, if you feel like it's kind of getting uneven, just kind of take it and tap it. Always keep a finger on it so it doesn't come unraveled. But you can just even it up as you go along. You see what I'm doing there? Just kind of tap your bottoms, and it gets everything. You can feel it getting everything back in line, and then just keep going again. I hope everybody's had a good day. I've really enjoyed crafting for Valentine's Day this year. Been trying to clean my room too, do a few destashes. So, again, I'm just straightening that out to make sure it stays real nice and straight, because the end result will be much better. And just try to keep those folds as even as possible. I had done, somebody asked me to do a video, or did I have one? I had done a video on rosettes with your cupcake wrappers. I need to grab my cupcake wrappers out and try to do something with them, because they are, I got some pretty ones I've collected over several years. Okay, so that's what you got at the end, okay? That's it. So, you can do this with hot glue, or you can do this with wet glue, like a white wet glue. I use art glitter glue, so that is what I'm going to use next to get this to go together. Now this process right here might be a little tedious, but it's really not hard. If it comes apart, don't freak out, because it's already folded. Just make sure you do your folds really good. You can squeeze it, do your folds really good. And then you're going to take glue, and like I said, you can do hot glue if you want to, but this art glitter glue, it dries really fast. So, I mean, it gives you time to work with it, but it also dries fast, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub that in really well. And I'll usually wait just a couple, maybe a minute or so, maybe not even that long. But I get it in there, dried, if you can see that. Just put it in the cracks and get it, you know, covered real good. And then I just lay it down and take each end and just pull it around. And if you have the other crepe paper, it does really good because it's so much thicker. And then you just need to hold your, I'm holding the two pieces together, but I'm holding that there so that'll kind of dry. But once I get it laying there like that and it's okay, I'm going to run a bead of glue and put the two ends together. And then you can then, if you want to, I usually do, because I get just enough on there to hold it together, but I go ahead and put some more down in there. And then I put it all together. So I push it. And that's what kind of gives it that, on these little ones anyway, you can kind of tell how it kind of turns there in the middle. I don't know if that makes sense or not. But that is pretty much all you have to do. Now, what you can do is, and you will hold it till it's good and dry, and I know this is a slow process, so it may not be for everybody, but it sure does make a pretty rosette, doesn't it? Now, if you want to, you can go ahead and do, and I would use hot glue for this, you can go ahead and pick it up and set it on a thing if you want to keep it together. I haven't been having to do that. These don't have anything behind them. I've just been doing them, you know, without anything behind them. But if you want to, you can definitely do so. But just kind of keep messing with it and pushing it together. And that glue, if you use a wet glue, be sure that you use something that dries clear and that will dry fairly fast, okay? So I made the green one right before I come on, and there's the pink one. And see, that green is dried, the glue, you can't even see it now, okay? Now, if you have any questions, please drop them below. You can go on Facebook, or you can go on Instagram and message me. So now I'm going to show you how to do something that's a little bit smaller, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out my 22 again. And it may not mean to be that long for this one, but that's what I'm going to do. If you want to go about 18, that'll be fine too. And then I'm going to double it over. And I'm not going to cut this end yet, okay, but I am going to continue to just double it. Keep all of these ends straight and just continue to double it like that, okay. We're going to let go of all this in a minute, but for right now, this is the fastest way. We're going to cut it down so that it won't be so wide. So I'm probably going to take about ½ inch off of here. I'm just going to cut it. Okay, and you can throw that away and undo it, and then you're going to find that one end that you need to cut, and it's going to be right here, okay, and you're going to just cut it, and then we're going to start doing the same thing to this one. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then when I get done, I'll come back. Okay, and the last one, just going to fold that under. Okay, so we have this again, but it's a lot shorter, huh? So we're going to make sure it's even all the way around on all the sides, and then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to take your glue, be liberal with it. I can see because we'll brush it in, or take our finger and kind of, and you can use a paintbrush or whatever if you don't like your fingers to get nasty with glue and stuff. Okay, so there you have that. I'm gonna wait just a little bit. Okay, and put my pen back in. I know I'm getting ready to take it out again, but I'm afraid my glue's going to get dry. Had to work on that tip the other week. Okay, so again, you're going to lay it down. You're going to find each end, and you don't have to have just one. You can grab a couple on each end and then just bring it around. And there you have it. You have your little rosette. Now I'll show you the comparison in just a moment. I want to get this thing. I'm going to put my end together here. Okay, and then kind of bring this other stuff around a little bit so it's not. And that one closed pretty good right there. So it doesn't look like, see, that's the back. I don't know if I'm going to have to, I'll leave it like that for a minute and see how it goes. But I think that one, I put a little bit more glue, so I think it done better. So that is how I do my rosettes. Now you can, okay, see the difference? If you cut off a half, then if you cut it completely like in half, this was cutting off about a 1/2 inch. Then if you take your crepe paper and you actually cut it in half, let me see, it's about 1 3/4 wide, so you would have about maybe about 7/8 of an inch on each side, something like that. It doesn't have to be exact. You can just look at it, because the part you cut off, you can save it if you want to and make a smaller one, or you can just throw it away, because you know this stuff comes in a 2-pack at the Dollar Tree for $1. Now this I've never found at the Dollar Tree, this color. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby. And then, like I said, I'll do one of these with the better crepe paper if y'all want me to, but today I won't. But that's it, guys. That's all you do. Very super easy, don't you think? So I will link where I seen this video down below, so that I can properly give her credit. And I would love to see your rosettes that you created from this video. You can tag me on Instagram at turtle_creations, the number 4 and capital U, or a U. I don't think it has to be capital. So I'll put that here on the screen as well. But that's it. That's all I have for you. I just want to show you that. I do have some projects to show, but I'll do that in a different video. And I've also got a small haul of online things, so I'll bring that to you. And these, as far as this right here, I really struggle with that. Let me do a pink one. I take about the same length of paper, and you can double it over if you want to, but you don't have to. But I just really, if y'all have a real true, when I do something, I like to do it the same way, and I like to have the same outcome every time I do it. That's just me. I don't know why. And it starts out so pretty, but there's something I'm doing down here, I think, that is causing my rosettes not to always turn out right. And if y'all have any suggestions or a tutorial that you followed that you think, I know you're just supposed to keep turning it, but it just doesn't always come out. Like, it's already starting to get kind of wonky. I love the flat ones, because what I like to do with them is, and you can do it with these as well. You can just flatten, go around and flatten it. But I like to cut like hearts and stuff out of them. And there you have a crepe paper heart. It's not done up on the sides, like these actual flowers are, or rosettes. But see, I'm all the way around here, and I finally met, but it's like I have to scoot paper and everything to get it to do what it needs to do. So, see, that's not very pretty, and it's not even a round shape. It's just, and what I would do is just staple it right there, but I'm not happy with that. It's not always the same every time I do it, so I'm struggling with that. So if y'all can suggest a tutorial that would really help me, that would be great. Okay, see here also what you can do with these is put you some stickles or some glue and glitter. I just love, this is like a rose gold stickle, and it turned out so pretty. And the thinner you can get it, the prettier it is. So, I like that, as well. But I will link the better quality, I guess you would call it, crepe paper that you can get off of Alley. I will put some links down below for you, so you can find that if you want to order it. Alright guys, I hope everybody has a great week. Enjoy your crafting. We're crafting about the day of love, and our first love come from our Savior. And that's just my opinion, and that's how I feel, and I pray that you share that opinion with me. Alright guys, you have a great day and a great week, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.